Meeting. You know what? Let's start over again. Thank you, Tracy. You've all made it to January 20th. Meeting is called to order. Roll call, please, Tracy.
Councilmember Angela Jefferson. Councilmember Joan Cathy.
She is excused.
Councilmember Eileen Swarthout.
Present.
Councilmember Megan Sullivan.
Present.
Councilmember Peter Agapi.
Present.
Councilmember Kelly Von Holtz.
Present.
Mayor Leetta Dahlhoff.
I am here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you all. We are moving on to item number 4, special items. We have 4A, swearing in of Brandon Whedon to council position number 1. Let's clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap. Okay, so City Attorney Kirkpatrick, now Brandon and I awkwardly stand up, walk in front of everyone, and do the oath, and then we sign, and then photo op, and then we awkwardly come back while everyone watches us. Are we ready? Okay, Brandon, let's do it.
Okay.
This is my good side.
You think you're in charge?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to say this really fast and you have to remember all of it. I,
I,
your name,
Brandon Whedon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and laws of the state
and laws of the state
of Washington,
of Washington,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully and impartially
faithfully and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City of Tumwater.
City of Tumwater.
Can we be a little more excited, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's do this.
City Council position number 1,
City Council position number 1,
according to the law,
according to the law,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Do I need to say anything else? It's official.
Whoop, whoop.
It's official.
Absolutely. Yeah. As I fully prepared for this. I am absolutely humbled and honored to be part of this group. The trust that all of you put in with me. I hope to not let any of you down and continue the learning process and be here for all of our residents. So, yeah.
We should get it. Now is the time for awkward photo moments with Council Member Whedon. Is any family photos? Family photos? And then would you like a photo with all of council?
Oh, absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
right.
If I had to walk
First,
down
then
here,
that's
everybody
right,
else
that's
would
right.
walk down too. Come on, Gigi. I'll get it, Mila. Yeah. They're fine.
Can we just pause 1 second? Can you hold that? Okay.
Where's my red one?
Then council? Does family want to stay with council?
No.
Council.
I'm
Yeah.
good. You
You-
take a picture with
Yep.
council.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I dressed up.
Ariel.
He's gonna take.
I mean,
Thank you so much for the rest of the evening. Any questions will go to Councilmember Whedon. We are moving to we are moving to item 4B, firefighter of the year. So I think we have a couple, a chief is coming, Chief Hurley as a Deputy Chief Crimmins and Battalion Chief James Osberg. And feel free, take it away, Chief. I mean, there's plenty of room. Just come inside. Come inside. Hi, Monty. There's plenty of room.
We have lateral hires, entry-level hires, and Andrew's a great example of a lateral that has done very well for the department. I just want to briefly talk about our values at the Tumwater Fire Department, because this is what Andrew embodies. And then I'm going to have Battalion Chief Osberg come up and add a few comments. So our values for the Tumwater Fire Department, we serve with compassion. We serve others with respect, empathy, and humility. Innovation, fostering an environment with professional, personal development opportunities encompassing physical and mental wellness. Trust, we recognize an inherent trust from our community and peers built upon integrity, individually and as a team, and high-functioning successful teams are dependent on trust. Empowerment, promotes accountability, responsibility. Together, these values create a framework for fostering autonomy, integrity, and effectiveness within individuals and the organization. And Andrew embodies this as a firefighter paramedic. So at this time, I'd like to invite up Battalion Chief James Osberg, Andrew's supervisor, who wanted to add a few comments.
All right. Thanks for having me. I've had the honor and privilege of being Andrew's supervisor for the last 2.5, 3 years since we brought him on. And I've tragically lost him this year to B shift. So he'll be missed. But I wanted to take this time to say a few words about Andrew, what he's meant to A shift and to the Tumwater Fire Department and the community at large. As the battalion chief of A shift, I challenge each of our members to be 1% better each day and set their bar each day they come to work and raise it just a little bit more. And Andrew's been a great example of that for our crew. He's someone that I can lean on and provide as a living example to folks that maybe need a visual aid. There's not that many of them, but we like to recognize those people when we can. So it reaffirms those things. He's highly motivated. He's a self-starter, and he has the best interest in the fire department as a whole with everything that he does. Our motto at TFD is "It's the water and a lot more." And the motto has historical significance in our community. But at the fire department, I like to talk a lot about what a lot more means to us. And it means more than just going on the aid call, more than putting someone's house fire out. It's really about what other things do you bring to the community? How do we leave a family a little better than we found them after we've resolved an emergency? And what I can say is that if my family had an emergency and Andrew responded to my home and took care of my mother or my father or my children, I would be extremely satisfied, and I would sleep well knowing that one of our best was in my home, providing service to the community. He's constantly striving to make the fire station a better place. This year, he took on time to overhaul and reorganize the way that we store our EMS supplies, which for most of us probably sounds like really not that big of a deal. But for the people who work at the fire station, know that that can be a daunting task. And he took it on with a lot of pride, paid a lot of attention to detail, and again, left us in a better place. He recognizes that any job worth doing is worth doing well. And what I do know about Andrew and what I appreciated about being his supervisor is I knew that regardless of the situation, he was going to make the best decision that he knew how to make. And it was always going to be with other people's best interests in mind. And I appreciated that about him. His care and empathy for those that he works with and those that he serves in our community is second to none. I haven't met anyone yet who doesn't enjoy working with Andrew. And it's my personal belief that he makes us all a little bit better when we get to work with him. I could go on, but we have a meeting to do tonight. And I'll close by thanking firefighter paramedic Weinstein for his service thus far to the city. And I look forward to many, many, many more years of him being around. And a congratulations on a recognition well deserved.
So we do have a plaque and a flag to present to Andrew, and the plaque just says Firefighter of the Year 2025 presented to Andrew Weinstein for selfless and dedicated service presented by the Tumwater Fire Department. So I'll present you with this, Andrew, and also the flag. So. Okay, Andrew, you get a chance to say your piece now.
Man, a few words, but appreciate y'all taking the time out of the meeting to recognize me. All the folks that are behind me, I get to work with every day. I don't think I would be up here without A shift for the past couple of years and moving forward on to B shift. Working underneath Chief Hurley, Chief Crimmins, Chief Osberg, Chief Kathy. All the lieutenants and the folks that you see here behind me are why I'm here and why I love coming to my job. So thank you all for taking the time, and to my wife and kids back home, love you guys.
Hi. Wait, Andrew, we want to make you a little more uncomfortable just for a second. Are there any comments or compliments from council? I'm still learning this microphone. Eileen, you're 8. Go, Eileen. Councilmember Swarthout.
I served on the EMS Council years ago, and I know that Councilmember Jefferson serves on the EMS Council now. And back in the day, it was very difficult to get EMS to be able to get them qualified and go through the training and pass. And so I know it's very rigorous training. And so I appreciate that you are serving and that you're the best of the best. And so thank you for serving Tumwater and reflecting that in your ward. So we're very appreciative and lucky to have you. So thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to make Andrew a little bit more uncomfortable? Oh, Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz, please.
I just want to thank you. It means a lot when you're voted the best by the best. I'm proud every day to be in Tumwater, and I must have passed fire 4 times today. Y'all were busy. So I just really appreciate it. Thank you for all you do.
Councilmember Jefferson.
Drew, this is a big deal. So congratulations, job well done. I appreciate you and all those men standing behind you for keeping us safe. Thank you.
Councilmember Sullivan, then Councilmember Whedon.
Just want to say thank you for leading by example and echo what my seatmates said, that to be chosen by your peers is a really big deal. And thank you for making Tumwater a better place through our fire department. We appreciate you.
I too just want to reinstate what everybody else has said. We would not be Tumwater without each and every last one of you. It means a lot when you have everybody standing back there in support of you. So as a new council member, this is the items that I would like to work on and continue to build relationships and highlight the individuals that are bringing the best of themselves and bringing that to Tumwater. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll just round it out. I have a bias towards our fire because they have come to my house numerous times to save my life and my mother's life, and I feel like I've met all the shifts. So it does shift your perspective when your life is saved because of the work that you do and what you see every day and how you get up every day. I don't know how you do it. And so I just immense gratitude, and I'm humbled that you chose Tumwater and that you continue to choose Tumwater, and how we move forward together as a council in the city with the remodel of T2. I hope that shows that our actions match and that you are a priority to Tumwater. So do you want to do one more awkward thing, Andrew, and do a photo with your peers in front? Come on, Andrew, get up here. Get up here. Photo up with everybody. Get up here. Would you like Cancel to join you? Yeah, I'll come in front. Oh, Monty, get over here. Yes, I mean, you all choose. I mean, okay. Can we get a photo? Do you want to go down? Let's go down. All my stuff in today. Council will just sit on the table. Peter. Wait. Councilmember Agabi, my apologies for not seeing your hand.
Did they leave?
No.
Well, can you call them back, please?
He's right there, Peter.
So, my personal experience with the Tumwater Fire Department was at the very onset of the COVID-19 episode. On that one particular, I believe it's a Friday or Thursday it was, I went to my office to grab some print job, and the machine was kind of having this day. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Lacey to go get my clothes from the cleaner. So I hop onto 101. I hop onto from exit 101 into I-5. I must have drove for maybe 50 yards or so when I started to pass out. So I quickly turned my hand to the right side of the road, and to the right shoulder of the road, and I came to a stop, but not particularly stopping, but still on the freeway step. So I called 911, and Tumwater fire came by. They were instrumental in getting my vehicle off the freeway to my house, and even volunteered that if I needed to go to the hospital, they would take me to the hospital. So sometimes you don't know this type of services that are in your city. At that point in time, I was not a city council member. So having told you my own experience, now I can say that I vouch for what they do in Tumwater, and what they do actually touches on every one of us. So for that, I say thank you for that particular day that you were able to show up and help me get my vehicle home from the freeway. And thank you for what you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Agabe.
Thank you, Councilmember Agabi, for sharing that. Thank you. You're welcome to stay, but I think you need to get back to work, Andrew. Thank you so much. For those following along, we are on item 4C, introduction of Sergeant Danielle Dawson and Lieutenant Brian Fitch. And we have our acting police chief, Killis, to start a presentation. See, they come right up front. Look at that. Look at that.
Good evening, Mayor Dahlhoff, council members, City Administrator Simmons, and members of the audience and the community. Thank you for the opportunity to announce and celebrate the accomplishments and promotions of Danielle Dawson to Sergeant and Brian Finch to Lieutenant. It is important to celebrate and honor the hard and dedicated work of the men and women of the Tumwater Police Department. It is important that we put faces to names. It is important for each of you and the community to see who the members of this department are. The individuals who selflessly dedicate themselves to public service. Yesterday, I had the honor of attending a celebration at New Life Baptist Church, honoring the life and work of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It was a powerful reminder that one person's selfless acts can make a difference. As the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, not everyone can be famous, but everyone can be great because everybody can serve. This is why Danielle and Brian are great, because they have dedicated their lives to public service. Let me tell you about these two individuals to my right. But first, before I do that, let me publicly acknowledge that Danielle's husband and two children are in the audience tonight, as well as Brian's fiancés, kids, and friends. Sergeant Danielle Dawson began her career with the Stellicum Police Department in 2014. We were fortunate to hire Danielle in 2017, and what a good decision that was for us in this community. In her time at the Tumwater Police Department, Danielle has accomplished a great deal. She is a major collision investigator. She's a field training officer. She serves as a detective. She served 8 months as an acting sergeant. She's instrumental in the Shop with a Cop program, and she was our 2024 Officer of the Year. Danielle's personality is infectious, and her joyful demeanor and laughter always lifts the mood in a room. There is never a day she does not bring a smile to my face. In the face of adversity, she stayed the course and has proven that hard work does pay off. When the department needed her, she responded, "Los," that's what they call me, "Los, I will do what you and the department needs." She is a class act and someone who has earned my respect. Jason, April, and Lucas, thank you for the sacrifice each of you make every time your wife and your mom is selflessly serving this community. Lieutenant Brian Finch started his career with the Thurston County Sheriff's Office in 2007. We hired Brian in 2009, and what an addition he has been. In his time at the Tumwater Police Department, Bryant has accomplished a great many things. He served on the Thurston County Sheriff's Office SWAT team from 2008 to 2025, ending as the Assistant SWAT Commander. He was Officer of the Year in 2012. He's earned the Department Life Saving Award. He's a field training officer. He's a control arrest defensive tactics instructor. He's Gracie survival tactics instructor. He's done a lot of stuff. Active violence instructor, patrol tactics instructor, and he was a patrol sergeant from 2021 to 2025. Bryant is an easygoing but dedicated professional. He is someone who is always willing to help, mentor, and teach. As a testament to Bryant's selflessness and dedication to this department and community, he was placed in a difficult position when he tested for police lieutenant. You see, to be a lieutenant meant that he would have to step away from something he loved, SWAT. However, when the time came, he did not hesitate. He did not waver, and he answered the call. He put the needs of the organization and the community above his own. That is what a leader does. That is what leading with selflessness looks like. I have worked with Brian a long time. You will not find a quieter yet strong, humble professional. Sarah, Emma, and Griffey, thank you for the sacrifice you make every time your fiance and dad is selflessly serving the community. And with that, I would ask that Bryant's kids and Danielle's husband come forward to pin their badges on, recognizing them for their promotions. Believe it or not, we did practice this in the back. You might have to go. All right. All right. I will now ask Danielle and Bryant to just say a few remarks.
Before, can we actually clap? Because I think there's multiple, let's clap.
I just want to say thank you. I am grateful to be here. I am extremely excited for this next step in my career and to be part of the leadership, the new leadership at Tumwater Police Department. So thank you.
All right. I was told that I cannot repeat anything Danielle says, so my speech has to be completely different. First, I would like to thank my family, my fiance, and my kids for all the support they give me. My career is not super easy all the time, but it has been well worth it. I'm very excited where our department's heading. We have new leadership, and there's no other person I'd rather follow than Chief Keelis. I would follow that gentleman anywhere. And so I'm very excited to see where our department heads to better serve the community that we have. So thank you.
Thank you. If it would make you a little bit more uncomfortable, I would like to open it up to council to share some thoughts. Is that okay? Okay. Anyone who oh, you know what, Councilmember Whedon? Would you like to do a photo first or hear compliments?
Your compliments.
Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. I mean, Sergeant Dawson. Okay. Who would like?
Thank you for bringing your kids to realize how much you sacrifice, your time and from away from your family and everything, and putting your life on the line. And so, and it also brings my heart very happy to see that we've got I should keep calling you guys young'uns, but people from the community and people that I just have known and just appreciate how the community is going to keep growing, and that we have leaders like you that are going to be, they're going to be leading and taking over as we transition into our golden years. And so, but thank you for your service and bringing your families along. This has been a really, really cool evening. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Councilmember Whedon.
Congratulate both of you. The work that you put in, the effort that you put in, the sacrifices that your family makes. You arguably meet people at their lowest points. And when we are able to recognize you for doing a terrific job, it's amazing to be able to sit up here and be part of that. I was lucky enough to go ahead and do a ride-along not that long ago. And it was an eye-opening experience to see what each and every last one of you goes through on a daily basis. Fortunately and unfortunately, it was a very busy night. So the leadership that you, Officer Finch, had directly with the subordinates and the patrol officers right afterwards to go through the scenario and everything was awesome. The communication, the details that everybody was able to go ahead and break down, the aspects that weren't exactly 100% up to what your standards would be or everything, and then everything that did go perfectly, so that we are making sure that as we move forward with policing that we are doing it to the best of your overall ability. So again, congratulations. I am looking forward to this role and being able to work with each and every last one of you. So thanks.
Councilmember Jefferson.
Your huge sacrifice and selfless service Police work is selfless service because you give so much to our Tumwater community. And I see a theme, long-serving officers who come here to Tumwater because they like Tumwater and they like this community. So keep up the great work. I appreciate you and look forward to many more years with you. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz.
Thank you and congratulations. And we're going to have to get a better council, I mean, a bigger. Because look at this. This is community. And like Acting Chief Keelis mentioned yesterday, we were at an event and it was about community at a time where community is so needed. And I love the fact that we have families here so community can see what you all leave behind when you come to protect and serve our city. So thank you so much and congratulations on well-earned promotions. Thank you.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Thank you both for your service and for choosing Tumwater. Thank you for bringing your families here. And thank you for leading by example to live your values and for your excitement about the future. And thank you for continuing to show up every day to do really hard things. We're deeply grateful and the community is a better place. Thank you.
Before our photo op, you can also take photos with your Member Agabe, do you have your hand up? Did you want to say anything?
No, I don't have my hands up. The only thing I will say is I'm going to have to take a ride with you, officer, and then chief. So we will be talking. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Agabe, for adding that. That's perfect. What I was going to say is I did my first ride along with you, Danielle, and I still remember that. Some of us, I mean, I know I had imposter syndrome when I started serving, right? In a capacity, I'm like, what am I doing? And then riding along with you, I was like, oh, this is why I'm doing it, right? Seeing firsthand what you're experiencing, what are the gaps that council's role is to do those policies that help you be successful, identify those impediments, but also adjust, right? And so you gave me that push to go, oh, I got this. So thank you for that. And thank you for sticking with Tumwater. And Lieutenant Finch, I met you at some event, but then also at SWAT, and just like your steady presence, like you're the Zen, which I don't think I will ever, but just like I'm so manic and you're the complete opposite, but it's inspiring to see like how grounded, but the respect that you command and the knowledge that you have. And that sets the tone for our police department and it's needed and I really appreciate it. And so thank you both for choosing. It'd be really awkward if you decide to leave and go to another jurisdiction. So now it's not, thank you. Everyone saw that witness. They're going to stay here. Just thank you for serving and thank you families for what you have to go through. I can't even imagine. And so it means a lot to us. And I hope that hearing from council shows that we do value you and there'll be more of that, right? And so would you like to take an awkward moment to do some photos with us? Sure. Okay, let's do some photos.
Sure.
Let's go. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah, we'll do it out after. I told you I was going to get to it.
We're trying not to photobomb. We'll just scoot over to the side.
How cute. All duck. We're trying not to be trying not to be fun. No, get up there. Get up there. Actually, next time.
No, no, we were in our seats. Yeah.
All right. So as you can see how important this is for the families and how special it is for Bryant and Danielle, and how important it is that the community council see the faces of our folks. So in closing tonight, we have a mantra at Tumwater PD that we adhere to in order to ensure we are always doing what is in the best interest of the community, the organization, and the Tumwater PD team. It's team before self, always, every time, all the time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. This would be part of the agenda if you want to go. We won't judge you out loud as we continue the people's work. I'm not judging you. But thank you so much for coming and supporting. Thank you. That was really good. Oh, she can run this meeting anytime. Okay, everyone's slowly moving out. Tracy, did you grab okay, so we are on, thank you, Administrator Simmons. We're on item number, I don't know why I'm whispering, item number 5, public comment. Tracy,
At
who
this
do we?
time, we will receive public comments. You may comment on items relating to city business not scheduled for public hearing. A sign-up sheet was available in the back before the start of the meeting. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Speak into the microphone and state your name and contact information for the record. Each individual will be limited to 1 3-minute period to make their remarks, regardless of the number of topics they wish to address. Speakers may not comment upon, promote, advocate for, oppose, or speak against a pending initiative, ballot measure, or candidate. All comments shall be directed towards the council as a whole, not to individual council members, and not to members of the audience. Please refrain from disruptive behavior such as booing, hissing, audible comments, cheering, or clapping. So I have the sign up sheet, and I currently do not have anybody that has signed up. Is there anybody currently in the audience that didn't have an opportunity to sign up that would wish to speak? And I currently do not have anybody registered to speak online either.
Thank you, Tracy. Item number 6, consent calendar. I know that Councilmember Sullivan would like to pull an item. Councilmember Sullivan.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to pull item 6G, service provider agreement with HDR Engineering.
Thank you. Does anyone else would like to pull a consent item? Seeing none, I will pull item 6G. So I would entertain a motion for the amended consent calendar.
So moved.
I'll second.
Thank you. I have a first and a second. Is there any discussion on the amended consent calendar? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm still learning this microphone system. Seeing no discussion, all those in favor of the amended consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you so much. We pulled off item 6G, so we will be voting on that. I would entertain a motion to approve 6G.
I would like to make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the service provider agreement with amendment number 1 with HDR Engineering for the Tumwater Boulevard northbound I-5 on-off ramp intersection.
I'll second. Thank you, Councilmember Swarthert, for the motion. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz, for the second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
1 second, please. So I am not, I think my recollection of how we do this is backward. If it's pulled, is it pulled because to be talked about at a later date, or is it pulled to be voted on separately? That I don't understand.
Great question, Councilmember Agabi. We have, who wants to take it? City Attorney Kirkpatrick, Administrator Simmons, or I can take it. I will take it. Megan, Councilmember Sullivan has a conflict and so does not want to vote on that. So instead of abstaining for the entire consent calendar, she asked for it to be pulled. So she will be abstaining from this vote.
Okay. All right.
Great question, Councilmember Agabi. Thank you. I will work better on my. It's good practice. So any more discussion on 6G?
I will offer for discussion that at Public Works, I abstained from voting on this matter because in my day job, I have a financial historical relationship with HDR Engineering.
Thank you. Let's start again. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstain?
Abstain.
Thank you. Motion passes with Councilmember Sullivan abstaining. Thank you so much. And thank you, Councilmember Agabi, for your question. Moving on to item number 7, committee reports. We're going to go back to Councilmember Agabi for Public Health and Safety. What's good, Peter?
So, our public health and safety meeting was a very eventful one. So I thanked the fire department. Didn't know that I was going to have to talk about this because you live in a place and you know their services, but you don't know what the services entails if you're not using them. You just know where they will have X number of services and they're here, they're there, right? So the EMS, one of our consent calendar item, I see, where am I? The affiliation agreement, item 6E. That was an agreement that allows our firefighters to actually take classes at Tacoma Community College. And from what I was told, or from what we were told during our public committee, okay, it's been a long day for Peter. So anyhow, that particular agreement allows them not only to qualify as, as ESMT personnel, it allows the city to actually recruit firefighters and EMT from that program. And this program has been going on since the early 90s. And it doesn't cost the city a penny to do that. So not only are we getting banks for our money, we're also getting a recruitment source to draw recruitment for the city. So that was one of the items that we passed, that we were able today to pass by full council. So that was part of our work last week, Wednesday. So that is that. And then our second item was for the unhoused or the homelessness issue here by general Tustin County and local, the city of Tumwater. So the presentation that we were given was that there were challenges in the city of Tumwater identifying the unhoused because of the I guess geography and the diversification of where those particular individuals chose to be. So why we don't have a very large number of unhoused people in the city of Tumwater, there are quite a few, and getting to them and providing services is an issue. How best to provide services to them or how to locate them is what the name of the agency is Olympic Health and Recovery Services that gave us the presentation are going to be working on. So for every one of us on council, I think we have a long road ahead of us in trying to identify services for the unhoused. So if you drive on Tumwater Boulevard and Bonnywood Avenue, at the back of the DOH parking lot, there's an unhoused individual out there that is camped in that little patch of wood, has been there since October or so. Now, why that is just one location, we still have a lot of, I say a few, not a lot, but a few along the patch of woods by the Pioneer Park. So getting to them or trying to provide services for them is a problem. So how we do that, we don't know. So that is my report.
More to come, Councilmember Gubby. Thank you so much for that report. General government, I don't have anyone's name assigned to it, but I'm going to call on Councilmember Swarthout.
And I did chair. Councilmember Kathy was there as well. We had one order of business, and that was to place the amendment number 1 to the service provider agreement with ICF Jones and Stokes LLC for phase 3 of the Bush Prairie Habitat Conservation Plan on the January 20th, 2026 agenda, which we did today. So that was our one item that we took care of.
Thank you, Councilmember. I love that Councilmember Agabi and Councilmember Swarthout are tying in your committee work to the consent calendar because I did not. So thank you so much for doing that. Eileen, Councilmember Swarthout, I think you should just keep your mic on and talk to us about Public Works.
And let's see, where were we last? So we had one item as well, and that was the Public Works, and that was the item that we just voted on. So that was on the consent calendar that went to consideration. And so we will be meeting on this Thursday. And so I'm trying to bring that packet up here. Sorry about that. This one is a lot more meaty. It has quite a few items on it. And the first order of businesses will be electing a chair. So anyway, and so we do have, let's see, at least 5 items that will be on there, and I'm not going to read them all. So, but we have a hefty agenda on Thursday. So at 8 a.m. Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. Be there.
Thank you, Councilmember Swarthout. Budget and Finance, we had a meeting scheduled for this Friday and it has been canceled, so more to come. We are on item number 8, Mayor and City Administrator's Report. As I'm speaking, Administrator Simmons, would you like to, do you want to sit there or do you want to go to the podium?
I mean, you're the boss. Do you have
I mean,
a preference?
We've gotten a lot of steps in, so I'm just concerned that you haven't gotten your steps in. I mean, it's really, I'm worried about your health. So this is our first time, Administrator Simmons, of us doing this.
Yes.
No pressure.
None at all.
So what we were thinking about is I would talk about where has Tumwater been, and then Administrator Simmons will talk about where is Tumwater going. So where have we been? On Friday, there was an event for Martin Luther King Jr. and Councilmember Sullivan and Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz attended with myself, and that was lovely. A reception for scholarships for youth, and then an amazing speaker. And then you two, if you want to talk about more in your reports, you can. And then also we attended the Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration at New Life Baptist Church yesterday with Councilmember Sullivan, Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz, Councilmember Jefferson, Councilmember Whedon, myself, Acting Police Chief Carlos Quiles, Communications Director Jason, and Administrator Simmons. And I think it was an amazing representation for Tumwater to be there, to be present, and to engage and interact with that. So that's where Tumwater has been. What's good?
Yeah, we've got a few places. First, as promised at the last council meeting, our application for the council's newest advisory board, the Equity Commission, is now open and available on our website. We encourage those who live in Tumwater and Tumwater's urban growth area to apply. Our first round of interviews will take place mid-March. Our advisory boards, commissions, and committee applications can be found on the top of our website under Government. If you have questions about this commission or any of them, please contact Kelly Adams, our Assistant City Administrator. So we are going to have an Equity Commission. So that's exciting. A couple other reminders that the Second Avenue Pedestrian and Bicycle Improvement Project began on January 20th, and the construction staging area is located just behind Station T2. So there's been some confusion because there's a construction project that's under design and in the plans for Station T2, and I think some folks thought when they saw that staging area that maybe that's what was happening there. In fact, no, that's just the staging area for the Tumwater, but yet we're still continuing on with the design and work towards T2, but that's not what that is. Just to clarify, the communications and traffic teams are working hard to keep people in the loop and alerted to this project and other transportation-oriented construction projects that are happening around Tumwater. And then also, if you're curious about the Second Avenue project, there was a very thorough article that was recently done in the Jolt that's available as well. We are excited to announce tonight that Tumwater was recognized as a WELL City for our efforts, and this is really important because one, it means we'll continue to receive a discounted rate for our health benefits, which is a significant cost for the city. But more importantly for me, it really, the recognition reflects our continued commitment to employee wellness, safety, and creating a workplace culture that supports well-being both on and off the job, which is really, really important. We need our staff to take care of themselves and their families, and that's how they'll be able to show up for their best selves. So we're excited about that. Just two more, if you'll bear with me. Our Water Resources and Sustainability Department was able to hire a Civic Spark Fellow for the next 9 months. And many of you may be wondering what a Civic Spark Fellow is. This is a program like AmeriCorps with a focus on assisting communities in building capacity and sustainability and climate work. We've hired Shreya Messina for this role. Shreya studied environmental public health at the University of Washington and has a focus on environmental health disparities and climate adaptation. Shreya is passionate about advancing community-centered climate resilience and is excited to support the City of Tumwater as a Civic Spark Fellow. So welcome, Shreya. We look forward to meeting you. And then also I wanted to acknowledge, we did pull the item 6G on consent for a separate vote, but I also wanted to acknowledge we also had some questions related to that item earlier today. That action was related to a service provider contract amendment related to Tumwater Boulevard off-ramps. We had initially taken a phased approach to that project. And so when we initially signed the contract, we were really focused on the northbound interchange. With new planned developments popping up on both sides of the freeway, it prompted us and sparked the need to expedite phase 2 for that. So we're excited to see that growth and the continued expansion and investment in the Tumwater area that's pushing us. This is design work, and what's also really critical is the outcome of this amendment tonight and the work that will happen as a result of that will set us up to be able to be in a position to be much more competitive for state and federal grants, transportation grants in the future. And these are sizable construction projects that will require significant investment. So anything we can do to bring outside funds is critical. So just wanted to thank Councilmember Whedon for submitting some questions that gave us as staff a chance to kind of dig in a little bit more and also work with the council members. And I just want to encourage all of you that we welcome those questions. If you see anything, and whether it's on an agenda or even not on an agenda, don't hesitate to reach out, and we are eager to work with you all to make sure that we're answering questions and being clear and open and transparent with everything we're doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Administrator Simmons. Any questions from council? I mean, you don't have to have any. Councilmember Jefferson.
Link for committee just on our city website, or is it going to be posted elsewhere? This way we can attract. Okay. Okay.
So,
In
Jason,
case-
no one can hear you.
Yeah. Either you want to step up here?
I sometimes forget that my voice doesn't carry over the airwaves. So I'm going to start here at my microphone. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to use the website, of course, because it's one of our key tools, but also social media and put it out via the news, etc. Tumwater on Tap is one of our most used sources, and we also have a number of really great partnerships that we can get the word out on.
Okay.
with
And
that.
also print media, this will
Yeah, sure.
mail out.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. The whole gamut of what we have available, because we want participation.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Councilmember Jefferson. Any other questions? Councilmember Swarthout.
Well, technically, this would be day 3.
Oh, that's right. You
Still,
started
still
on
going,
Friday. Okay, fine.
but it's been incredible.
Okay.
The team here is amazing, and I felt welcomed and supported. And we have great leadership, we have great staff, we have a great community. This is my first time as a city administrator, but this is what I'd always hoped it would be. So I'm really excited to be here and what's ahead.
Great question, Councilmember Swarthout. Councilmember Whedon.
I have a question, is just a statement that being so new, I don't know if you know, it's my first day, but the communication that I had with yourself and Brandon Hicks and clarifying the questions that I had over the contract, it was awesome to go ahead and be able to have that communication, the dialogue, and then the full-on understanding that they were able to switch around work hours total. It ended up relatively about the same total work hours, even though it wasn't allocated in the same complete. So thanks again. Congratulations. I look forward to continuing working with you.
Thank you, Councilmember Whedon. No more compliments for you, Administrator Simmons. We are going to move on to Councilmember reports, and we're going to start virtual with Councilmember Agabi, and then we're going to do Councilmember Swarthout and go down the line, and Councilmember Whedon's going to end it for us. So, Councilmember Agabi, what's good? What have you been up to?
So, beside the public health and safety meeting, I did attend the TPB meeting, I believe, last week, Thursday. So, being the first meeting of the year, we didn't really have anything of substance to discuss other than to do election of officers. And then we had the opportunity to discuss proposed amendment to the 2026-29 Regional Transportation Improvement Program, RTIP. So before that meeting, I had anticipated that there was going to be a discussion of what each of the jurisdictions' priority was going to be for the next 5 years. So I had met with Brandon and his staff to ask what our city's priorities are for the year. So I did this because my previous 4 years as a city council member, I go to TPB meeting in the morning. The staff, the people at TPB, they've been there for years and years and years. So they know what they're talking about. And when they talk about what they're talking about, you are always trying to play catch up. And it's so early in the morning to do that when somebody is speaking in short time and saying something that happened 10, 15 years ago that you weren't even privy to. So I was having difficulty trying to follow along with what they were doing. So I told myself that this time around, I was going to sit down and have a discussion with staff and ask them what really are our priorities and what do we want to see done in the city of Tumwater. So I did that. So I know this is dragging on for a little while, so bear with me. So in our city, because of the staffing changes, we haven't had staff to represent us at either TPB or TRPC, where they actually do all the call for the project. So for the funds or grants that we receive, we are kind of behind in trying to spend this money. So our problem is not necessarily putting in for more project, but how best we have the capacity to spend what we have. So having said that, so at Pioneer Park, we talked about the Trace project extensively last year. So we had this X number of millions of money, but for some reason that money is not enough. So we needed at least $3 or $4 more million to make that project a reality. So now that is our priority. So when I went to TPB on Thursday morning, and and we were told, well, what's your priority for the next 5 years? I'm like, well, I could rattle off a whole bunch of stuff from the top of my head, but that's not what I was told when I met with Brandon and the staff. So I didn't say anything. So I sent an email to Jeff, who's Brandon's staff, said, Jeff, I know you were at the meeting this morning. Please, did you hear what the question was? Is this what we're still doing? And he said, yes, this is what we're doing. We need more money for this one Trace project, but we're not going to be doing any other things going forward, at least for now. So having said all of that, I don't know how you make an head out of that, but that was my Thursday money at TPB.
Thank you, Councilmember Agabe. We're going to go to Councilmember Swarthout.
Thank you, Mayor. I attended TRPC last Friday, and we discussed TRPC operating budget. There's a call for officer nominations. We're electing officers in February 6th. We discussed the comprehensive plan certifications. We had an update from the WERA 13 on the salmon recovery annual update, and we also received a briefing on the federal priorities and federal reauthorization.
Thank you, Councilmember Swarthout. Councilmember Sullivan.
Thank you, Mayor. I have told people it's been like drinking from a fire hose. I'm 2 weeks in, so welcome, Brandon. Welcome, Administrator Simmons. I attended Public Works, chaired by my seatmate, Councilmember Swarthout and Angela, Councilmember Jefferson, and I also attended the same day the Thurston County Opioid Task Force Prevention Work Group, where they reported on 2025 successes, including lots of outreach by Public Health and Social Services via events and materials. They produced an opioid prevention ad with the Olympia Youth Council and have some plans to get that out into the public this year. They're moving to a 2-year 2026-2027 work plan with similar strategies to 2025 and some minor modifications to streamline work. They meet on a regular schedule, but had to change their February meeting. So it's going to be the first Friday, February 6th. I guess I had my dates wrong. The Thursday would have been Public Works and the Friday would have been the Opioid Task Force. So they will meet first Friday, February 6th, and then return to their second Friday, 8:30 a.m. In March. I also attended a number of community events, some which you heard about. There was an invitation from Thurston County Chamber for newly electeds to attend an orientation of Thurston County Chamber functions, which was enlightening. Even though I have had exposure to that work, I learned a whole lot. I had the honor and privilege of being at the SPSCC MLK event, seeing students from Tumwater schools and other schools get scholarships, and hearing about the history of the Thurston group's work to award scholarships to students of color was deeply inspiring. The keynote speaker, Mark Bamuthi Joseph, was also provided so much food for thought. He and our acting chief Quiles was also there. Leetta missed in her remarks, so I made sure to say that. It was really wonderful to hear. The title of that speech was Socially Responsive and Responsible Community Building, and very, very rich food for thought about creativity and community as essential components of a healthy democracy and as the antidotes to some of the polarization that we're seeing in the world. So I have pages of notes and I will not bore you with those, but lots that I'm going to continue to chew on. And it was an honor to also take the invitation from our last council meeting to attend the New Life Baptist celebration yesterday and hear our mayor and other mayors and other inspiring speakers speak on the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, who one thing I will say about that is he was not as respected during his life as he has been in his death. And a lot of the things he said when he was alive were inconvenient and made people deeply uncomfortable, but he stood by telling the truth. And I think that's something that's really important. I think as we reflect on what we saw today and the promotions and the honors of people serving and the honor it is to be in a role of service, that we do things that are uncomfortable and that we are courageous and that we give each other grace, but that we keep showing up. So I will finish there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Sullivan. I also forgot, we also did City of the Community with the Thurston County Chamber. Everything is a blur right now, so I totally get what the, yeah, we also did that. So thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz, what's good?
Well, I'm noticing, are there high school students in the audience? Oh my gosh, this is like the third meeting in a row. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for being a part of this because it takes all of us. I attended with Councilmember Agabi, Public Health and Safety, and Joe Avalos, well, he and his team presented to us from Olympia Health and Recovery Services. And the reason that they presented was because I'd posed that request late last year, a few weeks ago. And it was really good information about how our community members who do not have shelter in Tumwater, it's not like we have a downtown corridor like our sister cities. And so they're dispersed. So they aren't all grouped together. So it is sort of harder to track where they are and make sure that they're getting the wraparound services that they need. Also, a lot of them are located not on a bus line, so they're not able to access services on their own, and there has to be trust built with organizations like Olympia Health and Recovery Services, like Tumwater Fire and Police. That trust has to be built, and so I really appreciated that they took the time to explain what's happening and give us real data on what's happening within our city. We don't have a large issue like some of our other nearby cities, but there is a need for people who are without shelter to ensure that they get food and water and recovery services and mental health and health provider services. So I'm really thankful for Olympia Health and Recovery Services. And then like we've mentioned time and time again, on Friday, we went to the Martin Luther King Jr. lecture at South Puget Sound Community College, and Tumwater's own Emmeline Thompson was presented with the Thurston Group of Washington State Scholarship. So that was really cool that we all got to be there to witness that. And then yesterday, like what was said, we were at New Life Baptist honoring Dr. King's legacy and got to hear Attorney General Nick Brown speak. And it was our mayor's first time speaking at the event. And I will just say that she knocked it out of the ballpark. It was amazing. So it was really great, that event. Some people go to church only on Christmas and Easter. I go to church on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's at New Life Baptist. And it's such a feel-good event. If you ever have the opportunity, please go.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Von Holtz. Councilmember Jefferson, what's good?
Besides the Public Works meeting, I attended my first TCOM meeting and highlighted the financial report for November. And it shows steady sales tax above budget and a significant increase in interest income. They went from $432,000 in 2023 to nearly $900,000 in 2025. So this is because of bond maturity and interest that the county is doing. So that's good numbers right there. The 2026 to 2030 strategic plan was also presented, focusing on leadership, financial stability, operations, and technology. The meeting concluded with the approval of the strategic plan and a discussion on the executive director's performance review process. We also discussed the phone system replacement and staffing updates. The phone system has been live for over a month now, and the dispatchers are starting to complain about the lack of overtime, which is a positive thing. So they don't have to work so much overtime hours now, those 911 operators. So pretty good meeting so far. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Jefferson. No pressure, Councilmember Whedon.
This week I was not on any committees because I wasn't sworn in until right about now. I will say that Tumwater Youth Sports Basketball is going to be wrapping up this week. So if you don't have any plans, come out and support your local basketball. I, though, did participate as a citizen on the Public Health and Safety Committee. So I got to go ahead and witness how that went down. And it was awesome to go ahead and continue to see the program with Coleman Community College and working in partnership with them so that they have their students come down and participate with our fire department. That was a cool program, and it doesn't cost our city anything, and it's a great tool for us to hopefully get new applicants to come in because, as we know, it's been really hard to find new EMS services. So, yeah, I think that was about it. I look forward to continuing the work.
Great first report. Any other business? Seeing none, meeting is adjourned. Oh, I was like, Angel has something?